to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Now, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Barry Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Kick is in the air. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for out. There he goes! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Hunt is in the air on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Running to Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was...
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. That will be enough to move the chains and get him a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Caught in the backfield. It's Pickett. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the ride. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They put on the heat and they blocked it. Defense has it.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Leaves it with the back. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense now working in the red zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. On the move. Trying to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
And the Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get some.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Badger! They take the lead with the 6.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Looking to get it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll keep it himself. He He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to run it. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. The Nittany Lions backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruin coordinators' game plans offensively.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggression.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Gilliam. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat. They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's reeled in. It's Brooks. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
You just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his 2nd missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Fires to the tight end. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on second down. The throw. The short hands. It's Brooks. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They kick it away on fourth down. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what you're... Zara Palmer, go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't...
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that